identified in the master plan, kailangan po natin gawin as a requirement for the financing program from the lending institutions.
Mr. Chair, point of information lang very quickly. Yes, very quickly lang po. You explained that the 5,500 projects were for immediate relief. Ang ibig ba sabihin yan, tigmaliliit itong mga project na to. Hindi ito malakihang project. Tama po ba yung pagkaintindi ko? Immediate relief lang
Tama po,
po.
tama po.
So tagpi-tagpi na naman tayo, patsi-patsi na naman.
Tama,
At
tama.
yung sinasabi ninyo, binabanggit ninyo na may lending institutions, hindi po ba tama na sa 2024 NEP, tinanggal, siniro ang lahat ng foreign assisted projects na malakihan, higit sa lahat sa flood control. Tama po ba?
Tama po. Yeah.
At nasa unprogrammed fund na lamang ng 2024 GAA itong mga flood control na may utang nakatapat sa ibang bansa. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Your Honor. And it was the same situation in 2023.
In 2023, ganon din, na zero lahat ng malakihang project. So ang sinasabi po ninyo, ang maaasahan lang ng Pilipino, ng buong sambayanan, itong tagpi-tagpi, patse-patse, tingi-tingi na magbibigay ng immediate relief sana, ngunit yung malakihan, malawakang flood control ay wala na. Ganon po ba? Nakakalugmok po eh.
Usapin ng matinding pagbaha. Ang title nga nung privilege speech natin, Anli Baha. Kaya nagpapasalamat tayo kay Chairman Revilla sa pagpapatawag muli ng pagdinig nito. Sana po itong Anli hearings tungkol sa Anli Baha magkaroon na ng pangmatagalang solusyon. Dahil yung Anli hearings mahirap at masakit din po pakinggan, lalo na sa isang public servant who hails from the province of Bulacan na laging hinihingan ng resibo kung ano na yung nagawa or pupwede pang magawa doon sa aming lalawigan. Hindi po ako magtatagal sa aking opening statement. I'd rather hear the reports coming from different agencies of the government and perhaps ask questions. Tulad po ng mga nabanggit ng aking mga kasamahan at nabanggit natin dun sa privilege speech natin nitong nakaraang Lunes, nais po nating malaman yung mga sumusunod, no? Una, doon sa SONA ng ating Pangulo at report ng DPWH, 5,500 plus flood control projects ang natapos na. We wanted to find out kung nasan po ito at yun po ba kumpleto at integrated sa isang master plan, kasi kung hindi, baka baliwala. Ano ba yung real status ng flood management master plan? Pinakitaan po ako ni Senator Amy noong 1972 na meron pong Executive Presidential Decree number 18 na imagine po, nag-i-establish na ng Metropolitan Manila Flood Control and Drainage Council. And the chairman kanina made mention about the 1.14 trillion pesos na ginastos natin the past 10 years. Inaaral ho nating husto yung mga budget ng iba't ibang ahensya ng pamahalaan. Pagsamahin na natin ng DPWH, climate change, MMDA, DENR, etc. Tumataginting po na 1.44 billion pesos a day. 1,440 million a day na flood control project. I mean, gaano ho kaya kasakit ito pagka ikaw ay hanggang ngayon may tubig baha sa loob ng bahay mo, wala kang kuryente, pag magtitimpla ka ng kape, lulusong ka sa baha dahil bababa ka ng bahay mo. Naranasan ho namin ito, Your Honors, kaya hindi nyo pwedeng sabihin na wala akong karapatan. And hindi ko sinasabing mabigat yung naranasan namin dahil sa bahay namin sa Bukawi, mismo may baha po sa loob ng mismong bahay namin at sa labas po lampas tao na. Mr. Chairman, bakit ba napakalaki ng pondo na binibigay natin sa flood control kung hindi naman natin napag-aaralan pala? Because it appears parang hindi napag-aaralan. Now, if you look at the feasibility study, Mr. Chairman, gusto ko malaman, epektibo ba itong mga feasibility study na ito? Because this year alone, meron pong 23 billion na nakalaan for feasibility study dito lang po sa DPWH. Kailan po ba talaga magkakaroon ng clear-cut policy? Binabanggit nyo kanina, yung reclamation. I have nothing against reclamation, pero wala pa ho akong nakitang reclamation na effective eh. Siguro, I just need to be convinced na tama itong direksyon na ito. Dahil if you look at here in the Senate, kami ho sa Senado, meron po kaming group chat eh. For the first time, naranasan ng Senado na halos hanggang baywang yung baha dito ho sa labas namin. And lahat ho kami nagtataka kasi parang first time ito, ang laki, ang taas ng tubig. And then you look at outside the Senate, wala na yung Manila Bay, Manila Sands na. Eh hindi ho ba parang common sense para sa amin, dahil hindi naman po kami eksperto, na sabihing may kinalaman yung reclamation dahil wala nang lusutan yung tubig eh. Kitang-kita ho dito eh. And at the same time, yan po yung dahilan kung bakit gusto ko rin sana, Mr. Chairman, ma-discuss yung status ng implementation ng Supreme Court mandamus ruling dito po sa Manila Bay. Nakasaad po doon na may 13 government agencies to clean up, rehabilitate, and preserve Manila Bay. Actually, nakalagay po doon and make it for swimming. Hindi ko alam kung alam ng mga justices ng Supreme Court yung definition ng swimming, may tubig. Eh dito po, buhangin po yung nakikita. So paano magsuswimming sa buhangin? Kaya nais ko din pong alamin, Mr. Chairman, kung ito ba nangyayari sa atin ay katanggap-tanggap sa ating pamahalaan. Siguro importanteng maparating natin kay Juan de la Cruz na hindi rin tayo mapakali. Gaya nila, hindi rin tayo makatulog sa gabi. Gaya nila, nangangamba rin tayo anong meron bukas. Tataas pa ba ang baha? Sisirain ba nito yung mga gamit namin? May kikitain ba ako bukas? Meron ba akong gamot na kailangang inumin? Maleleptospirosis ba ako dito? Mr. Chairman, hindi po katanggap-tanggap. Hindi po katanggap-tanggap itong mga nangyayari. Lalo na, masakit po pag ang sasabihin sa ating rason ay malakas kasi ang ulan. Marami kasi yung ulan. Meron po kasing basura. High tide po. At iba pa. Hindi po mababalik ng mga dahilang ito yung buhay ng ating mga kababayan na nalunod, na kuryente, namatay dahil sa bagyo, pati na po yung libu-libong halaga ng ari-arian nila, milyon-bilyon na winasak ng rumaragasang tubig baha, bagyo na ating naranasan. So again, Mr. Chairman, I would like to put on record my full cooperation and support kung ano man ang ating ang kahihinatnan nitong hearing na ito, bagamat pangungunahan ko po kayong lahat, Mr. Chairman, and I don't think anyone can blame me how I'm feeling right now because taon-taon na lang po ito and it has worsened. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I expect a fruitful and meaningful discussion
Thank you.
in this particular issue.
Concur with your proposal that we should push for the National Land Use Zoning Act. Kailangan po yon. Pakatapos po ng hearing na to, marami pong lalabas na sino ba dapat na may hawak ng pumping station, sino ba yung nagpapatakbo, sino ba yung nagtayo, sino ba yung nag-ooperate. We will be tackling intrinsic management skills. But that's not the aim of this hearing. The aim of this hearing is to foster collaboration and proper coordination amongst various agencies, Mr. Chairman. Pinalad po ako, Mr. Chairman. Alam ko na po yung mga lugar na yan. Pinag-uusapan namin ni Senator Ejercito, Balong Bato in San Juan, Batis in San Juan, Progreso in San Juan, Barangay Rivera in San Juan, and all the 273 esteros of Metro Manila. Metro Manila, for instance, Estero de Uli-Uli, Estero de Pandacan, Estero de Maypaho. Nalublubang ko na po lahat yan, Mr. Chairman. But at the end of the day, this hearing should, and I'm trying to assuage the listeners here right now. This hearing should be able to produce vital legal changes that would ensure effective collaboration amongst various agencies. I'm looking at the following, Mr. Chairman, and for the record, inuunahan ko na po yung committee ninyo with your indulgence, mawalang galang na po. Dapat po tingnan natin ang Presidential Decree 1096. 1977 pa ho yung ating National Building Code, Mr. Chairman. Dapat tingnan din po natin, Mr. Chairman, ang yung Republic Act 7924. 1995 pa ho yun, Mr. Chairman. That's the charter creating the MMDA. Sino ba ang in charge sa flood control? Is it the DPWH? Is it the MMDA? Dapat matingnan din ho natin, ma-revisit natin yung recently enacted issued law, Republic Act 11201. Saan ba ho dapat yung urban planning? Is it the HLURB? Or should it be given to MMDA in coordination with the various 17 LGUs of Metro Manila? Sila po yung nagtatayo ng kondominium na wala namang mga drainage. Dapat po siguro, Mr. Chairman, makita natin kung gaano ka-effective yung mga land use plans natin dito sa... I'm just referring to Metro Manila. Nabanggit ko na po yung National Land Use Plan. Mr. Chairman, ako po ay nangangamba. Ngayon po ay 2024. 2034, we will have an operational subway system. Kung dadalawin ulit tayo ni Karina sa 2034, at kung tatahak po yan sa binabahang mga lugar, tinitingnan ko kung saan dadaan yung subway natin, na ilang palapag pailalim, 10 palapag mahigit pa, hindi kaya bumaha din yung subway. So we have to look forward, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, ultimately, this hearing should produce a collective focus amongst agencies. Mamaya mag-aaway kayo eh. Kaya siguro pinagtapat na kayo dyan sa magkakaharap kayong ganyan. Hindi po ito boxing ng Paris Olympics. Ang kailangan po dito is collaboration. The Filipino people deserve nothing less. Ang kailangan po makita nila, paano po tutugunan yung mga darating pang mga bagyo. Hindi ko po pinagyayabang nung panahon namin ni Senator Ejercito, ay wala pong bahanon sa San Juan. Wala pong bahanon sa Marikina. Marikina, tayo po yung ruler na nasa Santo Niño River, malapit sa Provident Village, malapit sa Concepcion 1. Tayo po yung nagpalista-lista yon, nagpaguhit-guhit na ruler doon. But at the end of the day, the Filipinos who are listening right now are craving for a solution. Hindi po yung away-away. I yield the floor, Mr. Chairman.
Villanueva, halos pareho din yung problema. Pareho din yung mga circumstances. Siguro kung meron mang talaga na apektuhan dahil sila po ay talagang lubog sa Bulacan. Mr. Chair, ang mahirap talaga po dito, yung ang gusto natin malaman ngayon, hindi tayo magsisisihan, pero kung moving forward, ano ba talaga ang mga solusyon na dapat natin tignan. Dahil yung isang taon, pinag-usapan naman natin na ito sa committee ito. Ngayon, andito na naman po tayo talking about the same problems. Nabanggit po na halos 3 billion ang 300 billion ang budget para sa flood control. That's 1 billion a day, pero tila ano ba nangyari? Saan ba nagkukulang? Wala ba talaga tayong master plan? Patsi-patsi ba ang ating mga flood control programs? Pinaghati-hatian ba? Yun ang gusto nating malaman ngayong umagang ito. Mr. Chair, kanina po nabanggit ni Senator Tolentino, nung siya po ay chairman ng MMDA, yung flood control projects ng Metro Manila, ay ako po ay nagkataon ng mayor na nag-congressman, no? And na may pagmamalaki po natin, we were able to put up pumping stations in strategic areas sa San Juan, doon sa malulayong areas, lalo na sa mga basin. At Sa totoo lang, yung dating 15 to 20 foot na mga bahaing lugar, nawala na po yun. No? Kaya lang meron pong isa na naiwan po doon, alam po ni Secretary Bunuan yan, na 2 taon ko na pong pinalalagyan, kinukulit na mailagay, pero unfortunately ito po ay naiirata. Nasa halip na pumping station ang ilagay, napapalitan ng drainage improvement, napapalitan ng slope protection, kaya hindi po matatanggal ang tubig doon. Ang magtatanggal po doon, yung pumping station. Ganun po, sa pag-ikot din po ni Senator Revilla, ako rin po yung nagkaroon ng pagkakataon, nakita natin ang Central Luzon at Metro Manila ay basin talaga, naiipon ng tubig. Ang kailangan gawin natin, matanggal ito. We need floodways, dikes, and water impounding. So siguro, dito papasok yung pinag-usapan kaninang master plan. In fact, Mr. Chair, the very first bill that I filed in this Congress is the Comprehensive Master Plan for Infrastructure Development. Sana po maipasa na po natin to nang sa ganun kung ano po ang mga national projects magtuloy-tuloy kahit sino po ang upupong Pangulo. Going back po doon sa isang sample na banggit ko po kanina, although it may be parochial, kung nangyayari po sa amin sa San Juan, na paghahati-hatian sa halip na po masolusyonin yung problema, ito po ay nasa Metro Manila, much more in the provinces. Palagay ko ito yung dapat nating tignan, Mr. Chair, na yung pong master plan, yung pong mga big ticket items, yung mga floodways, dikes and water impounding areas, mga dams, na talagang dapat ito siguro high impact projects ang kailangan natin para matanggal ang tubig baha sa lalong madaling panahon. No? Iba na po ngayon, tama, climate change. Ako'y mayor din nung panahon ng Ondoy, talagang kakaiba na yung amount ng rainfall, pero ang importante, ito'y ilabas kaagad sa mga ilog, sa karagatan. So Mr. Chair, hindi na pa mapapakaba, ang importante ay marinig po natin ang mga ahensya at makapagtanong din at maliwanagan ang lahat sa atin dito. Maraming salamat.
Okay, thank you, Senator JV. Bago tayo magkainitan dito, no? Ground rules lamang po for this hearing. We will give 10 minutes for the presentations of the agencies. First, the DPWH, then the MMDA. And ayan, para ano, siguro, DPWH, you have your 10 minutes. And then DNR, pakinggan din natin. Secretary Bonoan, you are now recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman and distinguished members of the committee, our beloved senators who are here present today, my colleagues in government, good morning po sa ating lahat. Well, first of all, Mr. Chair, we would like to express our appreciation for giving us this opportunity to discuss with your committee the programs and projects that are being implemented by the Department of Public Works and Highways in addressing the flooding problems throughout the country. Mr. Chairman, just to put it in proper perspective, the Department of Public Works and Highways core function and basic mandate includes actually the planning, design, and construction and maintenance of national roads, bridges, and major and principal river basins throughout the country. Let me just point out that since I have already mentioned the extent of our responsibility at this point in time, there are 421 principal rivers, 421 principal rivers all over the country. 18 of these are major rivers, and these are where the river basins are located. When we say principal rivers, these are principal rivers that have drainage area of more than 1,400 square kilometers. And of course, tributaries to the principal rivers would be more than 1,400 small rivers, Mr. Chairman. So just to give that in proper perspective. under this administration, Mr. Chairman, which took over in July of 2022, we have continued to expand on the projects initiated in previous administration. This commitment to this is a commitment for the continuity and ensures ongoing projects are completed efficiently and effectively, thereby enhancing the flood management capabilities throughout the country. Since this administration took over in July of 2022, we reported that we have completed 5,521 projects. Let me clarify a little bit on this, Mr. Chairman. These projects extends back as far back as 2019. 2019 up to 2023.
23.
Up to 2023. Many of these projects were suffered delays because of various factors, including the pandemic period of about 3 years. And when we came in, we continued on with these projects and completed. What we are saying now is that we have been able to complete all these projects that were implemented previously but were not completed by 5,521 projects, Mr. Chair. Let me clarify, what are these projects all about? These projects are what we call the immediate relief projects for flood mitigation. At the same time, Mr. Chairman, when we came into July, we found out that there are several master plans already existing in the major river basins, in the 18 major river basins, in various stages of preparations. I have taken a look at all these river basins, and most of them, the master plans are still currently being updated at this point in time. Take into account actually the climate change phenomenon and other factors that have to be incorporated in the master plan.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
just request the secretary to submit to us the list of master plans
Yeah.
and what is the status of those master plans. Thank you, Mr.
Can you
Chairman.
give us a copy of that list?
Yes, yes, Mr. Chairman, we will comply.
Okay.
Submit.
Just butt in, Mr. Chairman, just one question. Are they integrated, Secretary, with master plan?
Yes, to some extent, I would say, to some
Please
extent,
define some extent.
to some extent, because there is a engineering component, there is a social component, and there is actually a environmental component in the master plans, Mr.
Yes,
Mr. Chair.
without interrupting your briefing, but just to proceed logically and rationally. The 18 major river basins have been referred to repeatedly in the past, but you have also admitted on your part, Mr. Secretary, that they're in various stages of preparation and that in many cases they're not integrated. And that therefore, did they focus on flood-prone areas for social mitigation, also for the environment? The interventions, have they already been provided? Or are we still in the process of study? As your submission in the NEP would indicate, puro feasibility pa lang. Alin ba rito ang kumpleto na at pinagsama-sama ba to?
Your Honor, as I mentioned, I think the updating of the master plan is still ongoing in some aspects. And
So there's an admission on the part of the DPWH that in fact a national flood control master plan still does not exist. Tama po ba yun? Kasi hiwa-hiwala yung 18 eh. Hindi naman sila pinagdugtong-dugtong. Hindi pa naka-align sa MMDA, meron sari-sarili rin at pira-piraso yung ating LGU. Tama po ba yung sitwasyon?
Well, to some extent, that's correct, Madam Senator. But what I'm saying is actually there has been master plans before that were carried out. And now I understand, and I've seen the record in the department, that is now being updated. They are just being updated at this
Pero
point.
yung
in time.
ibang master plan dyan, panahon pa ng ama ko, alam po natin na as early as 1972, nagkaroon na ng Metro Manila Flood Control.
Correct.
At alam din natin na merong Environment Code, merong Building Code, may Clean Water Act, may kung ano-ano, pati yung mandamos ng Korte Suprema na nagsasabi, i-align lahat yan. Pero wala naman tayong napala, kundi yung Dolomite Beach, hindi po ba? Kaya, itatanong ko, saan inilalaan ang bilyong-bilyong pera kapag walang master plan? How do you choose the projects? Are there guidelines or parameters each time that you submit these billions and billions of requests? To what do you allocate if there is no integrated master plan for the entire country?
Siguro, we'll ask him to finish his
Yeah.
presentation first, and then you answer that question.
But I think, Mr. Chairman, that's
That's
very
yes,
important
it's
because
very.
I think it's very telling that the master plan, the integrated master plan, is not in existence, Mr. Chair.
Tama.
Let me clarify a little bit, Your Honor, Mr. Chair. The master plans are very specific in each river basin. They are
That's
very
right.
specific in each river basin because they have different.
And that's why it's not
requirements.
integrated. In a way, because
Is it
iba-iba po
Ay,
yun
wala.
so? Di ba
Admittedly,
yung totoong nangyayari? Kung sino yung masigasig at talagang nakatutok sa flood control, yun yung mga LGU o yung mga bahagi na tututukan din. Tapos, wala namang kinalaman dun sa karatig o sa katabi o dun sa sumunod. Bahala na sila. Pwede bang ganon? Hindi ba ganon naman nangyayari? Pira-piraso kasi. At patse-patse yung ating mga master plan. Yun ang problema. Kaya bumabagsak lahat kay Senator Joel sa Bulacan.
Kaya ho,
sa
pasensya na,
Pampanga.
Mr. Chair, because it's very important. Kasi kahit na gamitin mo yung sa isa, for example, yung binabanggit po lagi dito, ang bilis ng pagbaba ng tubig dito sa Metro Manila, which is good for the Manileños, those who are living in the metro area. Pero it appears na parang dun sa amin pumupunta or sa Cavite pumupunta. Bakit ang tagalunong tubig sa amin? So, yun lang po, no, Mr. Secretary. I think it's important and I see where Senator Amy is coming from. Kung hindi po integrated, kung gagawin mo yung sa isang lugar, yung kabilang side naman, yung kabilang probinsya, kabilang town, kabilang barangay, yun naman ang babahain.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Yung nabanggit po nyo, Secretary, na 5,500 completed projects.
Projects,
Ito ho ba bahagi ng integrated master plan or bahagi ho ba siya ng iba-ibang master plan?
Ito po, Your Honor, ang sinasabi natin yung 500 na natapos at ito yung immediate projects, engineering interventions all over the country na hindi ho kasama dun sa master plan. Ito yung standalone
So,
projects to provide immediate relief to low-lying areas in various
Okay. Sige, you may proceed muna, Secretary, para you still have your 10 minutes. How many more minutes?
Mr. Chairman,
Sige.
po yung 2019. Nasimulan ho ito ng 2019, di ba?
ito
Itong
yung mga projects.
2019 ho ito nag-start.
2019.
Yung
Yes.
immediate.
Yes.
Baka may good news ka naman sasabihin ngayon no? So let's listen to him.
Well, I think ito naman po yung mga have given immediate relief and protection to low-lying areas all over the country. Ito yung sinasabi namin 5,000 na natapos na. Because in the meantime that we are actually trying to formalize actually the implementation of the master plans that were developed actually sa river basins. For example, po in Metro Manila, there is already an existing master plan that was developed in 2012. Nandiyan na po yung master plan for Metro Manila and this is the basic master plan.
I'm sorry, Secretary. I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman. This year's NEP, nakita ko yung, I think it's with MMDA o sa DPWS, there's a feasibility study of 15 million for the master plan.
23.
No, the 23 billion is for the entire DPWH.
Yes po.
But there's a particular feasibility study and I think si GM Lipana made that statement if I recall that you submitted and now it's part of the NEP and it's 15 million. So kung ano po yun, ano po yung feasibility na yun tapos meron na pala?
Let me clarify lang po yung...
That's the reason why I think Senator Jaime and I are very interested in ensuring that we know what we're doing. No? Kasi when I mentioned it, look at them. They're confused. They don't know. It appears that they don't know whether or not it's coordinated with DPWH. So is it the same? Because you were saying you're trying to implement, Secretary, a master plan, or there is already a master plan for Metro Manila?
Yes, there is a master plan. For
And
Metro.
they are coming up with a feasibility study of a master plan this year in the NEP.
Well, you would not...
MMDA.
Oh, sige, MMDA, you may respond.
No, wala po kaming request na 15 million. Ang pinag-uusapan po namin ng DPWH ay yung proposal under World Bank Metro Manila Flood Management Project na comprehensive drainage master plan, Mr. Chair. Yun po yung para aralin lahat po ng drainage system sa buong Metro Manila para nga po integrated yung level po niya, yung width, hindi po yung tulad na sinasabi nga po kanina na dito malapad, pagdating sa kabilang karsada maliit. Yun po yung nire-request namin, Mr. Chair.
It's not under MMDA, Mr. Chairman. It's under DPWH flood control for feasibility Manila region, Manila Bay region.
Let me clarify a little bit on this, if this is in the budget of the department po. I think if you are going to implement a master plan is only identifying what are the components that would be included into the master plan. Now, how to operationalize these projects that are identified in the master plan, this will take, actually yung sinasabi nga natin, we have to do the feasibility study, we have to do the detailed engineering design, and we have to discuss the financing program from the lending institution before we can implement it. So these are the processes that we need to undertake. And siguro if there is a funding requirement that we need to undertake the feasibility studies of the components that have been already identified in the master plan, kailangan po natin gawin as a requirement for the financing program from the lending institutions.
Mr. Chair, point of information lang very quickly. Yes, very quickly lang po. You explained that the 5,500 projects were for immediate relief. Ang ibig ba sabihin yan, tigmaliliit itong mga project na to. Hindi to malakihang project. Tama po ba yung pagkaintindi ko? Immediate relief lang po.
Tama po.
So tagpi-tagpi na naman tayo, patsi-patsi na naman.
Tama.
At yung sinasabi ninyo, binabanggit ninyo na may lending institutions, hindi po ba tama na sa 2024 NEP, tinanggal, siniro ang lahat ng foreign assisted projects na malakihan, higit sa lahat sa flood control. Tama po ba?
Tama po. Yeah.
At nasa unprogrammed fund na lamang ng 2024 GAA itong mga flood control na may utang nakatapat sa ibang bansa. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Your Honor. And it was the same situation in 2023.
In 2023, ganon din, na zero lahat ng malakihan project. So ang sinasabi po ninyo, ang maaasahan lang ng Pilipino, ng buong sambayanan, itong tagpi-tagpi, patse-patse, tingi-tingi na magbibigay ng immediate relief sana, ngunit yung malakihan, malawakang flood control ay wala na. Ganon po ba? Nakakalugmok po eh.
Senator Tolentino,
Ay,
sige.
sandali lang po ito, Mr. Chairman. May nakalimutan akong idagdag kanina na isang ahensya na sa palagay ko kung magbabaha ay sa susunod na mga hearing natin, kasama na rin dito. I'm referring to the PRA. Siguro po, Mr. Chairman, looking forward, I foresee flooding caused by reclamation projects. So isama na rin po natin sa master plan yung mga nire-reclaim ngayon dito sa Manila Bay. Kasi nakikita ko po, Mr. Chairman, in between Coconut Palace and the nearest area being reclaimed, parang 2 to 3 meters lang yung channel. Ito po yung katabi ng Manila Yacht Club, Coconut Palace. Ang backflow po nito, Ermita, Malate, Raha Sulaiman, etc., etc. So, ang suggestion ko po, Mr. Chairman, isama na rin po sa master plan yung magiging epekto ng ginagawang reclamation project sa Manila Bay. Yun lang po, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Senator
Mr.
Tolentino.
Chairman.
Secretary, yung ipe-present nyo ba? Yan din yung na-present nyo the same as last year? Almost the same?
Well, almost the same.
Almost the same.
Yes.
So,
Mr. Chairman.
siguro,
Hindi, pwede for submission lang din ho. Kasi nabanggit ni Secretary yung patukoy dun sa master plan na parang after ho ng master plan may feasibility study, tapos meron pa siyang detailed plan. Pwede yung sabit niya lang sa committee, like for nyari, yung master plan, ilang buwan ba ho yung master plan? Tapos kung na-approve ho yung master plan, ilang buwan para gawin yung detailed design? Tapos gaano katagal din ho yung funding?
Procurement.
Para alam mo natin na hindi siya,
Yung timelines.
nag-uumpisa lang siya sa master plan, pero malayo pa siya bago sa actual implementation. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
ayan, so,
Yeah,
will
we'll
you
comply.
you'll comply,
Your Honor,
okay.
The timelines and the timelines in the implementation of the master plan.
so just give us a copy of your presentation, no?
Yes.
Ikaw,
Mr. Chairman, if before we because are we letting go of the
No.
presentation?
the presentation, kung
Yeah, because-
halos yun din ay ipe-present niya
Yes, this is in relation to what the Secretary presented last year.
eh. Okay.
And last year, if you would recall, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, I can play the video because Secretary Bonoan told this committee last year when he faced this committee that there is a game-changing program. Okay, thank you. On flood control master plan. Can we show the video?
Okay, okay.
Kasi po tama po kayo, itong 18 major river basins, gusto rin sana namin makakuha ng update kung ano na po yung kalagayan nito. Pero this representation is very much interested dun po sa sinabi nyo na game changer, yung floodway na inyong binanggit.
Saan yung secretary, yung floodway na yan?
Yes, perhaps
Itong mga staff ko.
it is in we're referring actually, Your Honor, yung Central Luzon,
I think it's a 60 kilometers. if I'm not
Central Luzon
mistaken.
floodway project.
Yes. Kasi Mr. Chairman, when you made mention about it, a few weeks later, during the budget deliberation, we asked NEDA, we asked the DBCC. They were surprised, Mr. Secretary. Sabi po nila, ni wala akong
Status.
approved,
Status.
proposed study about it. So they were surprised. So can you imagine our dismay, especially this representation's dismay, na wala po yun, no? And then I look at the NEP again for this year. For this year, na kung saan meron po tayong umatikabong 1 billion a day ulit na flood control programs, pero wala din po ito, Mr. Chair. So may we know, Secretary, if because you gave us so much hope last year, Secretary. You gave me so much hope. My people in Bulacan, some of our kababayans in Central Luzon. And now we're stuck again, or are we going back again to zero, to letter A again, Mr. Secretary?
Hindi mo yan, sir, secretary.
Your Honor, I think we're referring to the Central Luzon floodway project, and this is what we were saying, that the project will involve actually a retention basin in San Antonio Swamp, and we will construct a floodway of about 60 kilometers from that end to that. The status of this project, Your Honor, is now the review of the feasibility study ongoing and the detailed engineering. Detailed engineering na po ito, detailed engineering of the project is now being will be undertaken under the ADB financing program.
So where is the ball now, Secretary? Nasa DPWH po ba?
Yes,
Or-
opo.
Because I
we will-
remember again, Mr. Secretary, I just feel so disappointed with my staff kasi ipe-play lang po nila. Kayo rin yung nagsabi, we might be able to start this year. And that was last year, Mr. Secretary. Now it's still in the feasibility stage, although parang nasa latter
Detailed.
part na po.
Yeah po.
Tama po ba yun? So siguro tatanungin ko po ulit yung the same question I asked last year. Kailan ho kaya ito posible na mag-start po, Secretary? Yung totoo pong start. Kailangan ko po bang define yung start? So, siguro alam naman natin yung
The
start.
detail engineering design, I understand, and the timeline, Your Honor, will take another year because this is a big project.
Yes, another year. So,
Another year.
2025.
2028.
Ang actual construction, mga
2027.
2027 na yung actual
27.
construction.
Wow.
Civil works po.
Kasi
Yeah.
Secretary, last year, we would probably start next year. Ayan po, finally, nandiyan na yung video. Baka pwede pong i-play.
Sige nga, paki-play yung video.
The Central Luzon Pampanga River floodway and San Antonio River San Antonio Swamp Ring Dike, Your Honor. This will be the major project that will actually we think will be able to contribute significantly to
Hindi ho umabot dun sa...
the Central Luzon Pampanga River floodway and San Antonio River San Antonio Swamp Ring Dike, Your Honor. This will be the major project that will actually we think will be able to contribute significantly to address the flooding problems in Bulacan and Pampanga.
So you have the timeline here when we will start?
By next year po siguro, we are hoping that we can start this project. This will be the major project in Central Luzon po.
I'm counting on
Mr.
you, Mr.
Secretary,
Secretary.
you said by next year, you'll start by next year. So what happened?
We are preparing it.
So next year,
Your Honor.
this year yan.
Yes, it's
Okay.
now
And now it's
po.
2027,
It's ongoing.
Secretary.
So the timeline, it will take.
Wala naman nung pandemic siguro nang nangyari between last year and this year.
Well, I think the process lang po kasi, the process of doing the detailed in design for this type of mega projects takes time because we have to go on ground na po ito eh.
Sige, Secretary.
I just wanted to... Sabi ni Senator Amy, tapos isisiro daw yung foreign assisted. So, hindi ko ho alam kung ano pa yung mapi-feel natin, Secretary. Magkaibigan naman tayo, Secretary, and I know you share my sentiment,
Absolutely.
Secretary. I have been a senator for more than 6 years now, and I have to correct my colleagues here in the Senate at correct myself as well when I said the same thing over and over again, because everyone na kinausap ko nitong nakaraang Karina, ang lahat nagsasabi, mas worse. Yung dating hanggang bewang, lagpas tao na. Yung dating hindi binabaha, binabaha na. Hindi inaabot na bahay, binabaha na. So, I don't know how else to say this, Mr. Chairman. Yung 5,500 pala na programs, projects na natapos, na ipinagmalaki ng ating Pangulo noong SONA ay patsi-patsi lang. Hindi rin nakatulong, tingin ko, Mr. Chairman, hindi nakatulong kasi patsi-patsi nga po eh. Sana ang hiling ko na lang po ay kahit na hindi po masisimulan next year, makita po natin talaga yung master plan para po meron ding confidence yung mga kababayan natin that it's really moving, Secretary. Kasi kung titingnan nyo po from last year tsaka this year, baka walang magsabing nag-improve talaga eh sa amin and I'm speaking from personal experience. So again, Secretary, and I mentioned this yesterday, I don't see anyone who can lead DPWH other than you. We trust you. We trust you since last year and the day you assumed office. And sana huwag nyo kaming biguin, Secretary.
Secretary.
I can assure you, Your Honor, that we will put priority on this project. I've just been handled actually the documentations on this project already, Your Honor, and this will be the basis for us to pursue this project.
Secretary, do you have any idea magkano ba ang kakailanganing pondo para hindi to maging patsi-patsi? Kung talagang poponda mo, for example, para masolve ang problema in Bulacan, for example, magkano ang pera ng gobyerno ang kailangang gastusin para masolve ang problema dyan sa baha? Do you have any idea?
On a project-to-project basis, siguro, Your Honor. we
So
can-
talagang magpapatsi-patsi pag
Hindi.
ganon.
I think, let's say,
Kasi
for
kung
example,
halimbawa,
for this project,
200 billion, 300 billion, ganon?
for this project alone, it will cost 130 billion
130 billion
Yes.
for that.
for this project alone.
Chairman? Mr. Chairman? Mr. Chairman, siguro just to manage then our expectations, Secretary, kasi parang nabanggit nyo, for the master plan, feasibility study, parang it takes one presidency to finish it.
Absolutely.
Tama po ba? And then it's the next presidency who will implement the project. So I guess babalik tayo, Mr. Chairman, dun sa konsepto ng continuity. Kasi meron din ho tayong maling ugali na tuwing nagpapalit ng Pangulo, nagpapalit din ng proyekto. So kaya nga parang lumalabas, paulit-ulit ho yung plano kasi tuwing nagpapalit ng Pangulo, nagpapalit din ng plano. 'Di ba? Kasi katulad nga na nabanggit ko kanina, nung 2013, meron na nga tayong master plan for flood management in Metro Manila. So hindi ho natin alam, nasunod ba ho tong plano na to? Because this plan would take 20 years.
To
So
implement.
siguro, natuloy ho ba tong plano na to? Or pagkatapos ho ba nung Pinoy presidency, nabago ho ba ang plano nung Duterte presidency up to ngayong Marcos presidency? Natuloy ho ba?
Your Honor, tuloy-tuloy po yung master plan for Metro Manila.
So ito ho na i-implement.
Yes po.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, Mr. Secretary.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman,
Ga-
one last na lang po, one last, no? Feasibility study ako ho, Mr. Chairman, just share to the body. Nag-fund po ako ng feasibility study. It took them 2 years, Mr. Chairman. And I mentioned this last year also. 2 years po, alam din ni Secretary, it was not his term then. 2 years yung feasibility study. Nung nagawa po yung feasibility study, hindi rin po in-implement, Mr. Chairman. Tapos, noong pinag-usapan namin ni Secretary, I remember that day, Mr. Secretary, when we talk about it, and ang sabi, kulang-kulang yung feasibility study kaya hindi ma-implement dahil hindi din magiging integrated o wala ding impact. 2 years po yung hinintay ko nun, Mr. Chairman. Ako pa ho yung nag-push para mapondohan yon. Hindi din po in-implement dahil kulang. Sino yung nag-feasibility study? Sila. Sino yung nagsabing kulang? Sila din po. Sana, Secretary, makita natin itong ganito kasi kung 23 billion po yung feasibility study proposal for NEP this year, we wanted to find out, no? Kasi ang hirap po, no, Mr. Chairman, napakahirap talaga natanggapin eh. Yung 5,500 kunyari na programs, parang lumalabas, kaya natin ito ginawa dahil ito yung maliliit, kaya patsi-patsi. Pero yung malalaki, sana, Secretary, magsalita din po kayo. Kasi yung malalaki hindi pinondohan. Siniro. Yun ang sabihin nyo sa buong Kongreso. Kaya maliliit yung ginagawa namin. Kaya sa totoo lang, wala ho talagang impact. Yun ho yung lumalabas, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Secretary.
Baka gusto mo sumagot, Secretary. Okay. Hindi. Okay. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, siguro for
Anyway,
the record,
can you
it's not,
just,
for the record, it's not the Senate, ha? Tama po ba, Secretary?
No, wag na natin siya, let's not put him siya, on the spot.